and welcome to another plan with me. This is part 2 in a series based off of this awesome Fox and Cactus Halloween kit. It was just so massive and so many options for customization that not only could I use it in my Happy Planner spread, which I did first, but I was able to use the remnants for my personal. So if you're interested in just the Happy Planner, you can check that out in the video before this, but you can stick around and see how I played with it for my personal, and it is vastly different, I think. So as you can see, the washi is already down. I'm just turning it into like that bunting style or whatever that's super popular. I'm just having a love affair with it, so I'm doing it to like all the washi I put down. But the green sprinkle is from an Etsy store called GATEKEPPER goods, and all the solid washi, whether it's skinny or just regular, that all came from Michael's in one of those like tubes, which is a really good value if you use a coupon. And I'm just getting straight into it and putting down my dates, but to spare you the tediousness of that, I'm gonna fast forward. But I did like a little kind of flash tattoo banner style around it, just because I realized that I didn't have date covers that I wanted to use. But that's okay, because I think it really matches the whole, the whole style of the kit, which is very Halloween-y, sketchy, and cute. So I'm laying down these half boxes because I decided I needed kind of like a hub for school. So instead of writing the names of each class I have, at this point my color coding system's really working out, and I can just drop down a colored dot to denote my classes, and I know what that means, and I already know what times they are, so all I need to do is place those dots. But I wanted a little hub so that if in that class I happen to hear of a new assignment or something I didn't account for previously, I can just write it there and then with my Coletto, because that's what I use for notes too. And I think it's really working out well. And I just put those today banners, probably just for uniformity more than anything. And that's pretty much all I have going on. Well, consistently anyways. At least until the beginning of December. So, yeah, my color coding colors are orange, green, and blue. And I think it's because I'm really liking orange lately for some reason, and I really wanted that to be one of my colors. And I'm using this awesome, very utilitarian but still pretty MAMBI student sticker book kit, and dropping down an appointment. This one actually got canceled, so you'll see a little bit later. I didn't like cross it out or anything, but it got canceled. It was originally like a registration meeting sort of thing, but I'll just have to work it in next week at some time. And I really like these little I guess they're called the little things kind of boxes or something. I'm not too up on the terminology, but I just like using them for my own purposes. So that's why kits are so awesome, because you can customize them, but you kind of have the basis for everything just right there in front of you. So I just cut off the little TV icon, plop down one of the other MAMBI stickers. I think this one is just like the ancillary seasons one, and wrote in that I had work that day. And yeah, now I'm also cutting off another little things to suit my needs, and it's another work one. And these tiny little page flags are so adorable, but I wind up covering it up with a sticker I think later on, so boo to that. And I really like these Recollections inserts, as I've stated before, because they are really good quality. And sometimes the white stark background works really well with certain stickers or layouts, and this is one of those sticker kits that it works really well with. So I was able to use that check off list. And this homework sticker is really awesome. I guess the student life pack, and includes one page of these vellum stickers, so they're see-through, but yeah, you know what a vellum sticker is. You got this. I don't know why I'm explaining it, but I'm just using my Coletto again to fill in the homework that I am aware of. And as you'll see, I'm not aware of much, because by the end of the week, this thing looks like, I don't know, some crazy broad with a pen just went in and undid all of my beautiful work. But that crazy broad was me, and it was for a reason. So now I'm just dropping down my little header, or my little pet page flag that I love dearly. I really love that I found this shop just late one night trolling the Etsy, and it came up, and it's printable, so that's awesome. And it really looks lovely with the white Signo broad that I'm going to use. But as you will see soon, if you are pedantic and like me, pedantic, I misspelled my dog's name. So ridiculous. Eventually I catch it, but not immediately. And that's my bad. So like I said, I'm all about creating that like ribbon corner. It fills me with joy. So now I am using another one of those little things, and I am, not using one of those little things. So if you watched my Happy Planner plan with me, I like hacked up some of these full boxes to fit where I wanted them to go. And now I'm just kind of like reassembling them to create a quarter box checklist or a half box check. I don't know. I forget the terminology. But I'm just reassembling them and using them as like a to-do homeworky list for, I think that's Tuesday. Yeah. And I think it turned out really awesome. And the fact that the bones are kind of like going in two opposite directions gives it a little additional visual oomph. And I'm back in my Coletto just to color code the homework I have. Awesome sauce. And that's the great thing about doing a color coding system. You might think it's just another step and it's going to take too long, but once you figure it out and you have that information retained, then you no longer have to write, oh, I have to do this for English, but then I have this for Spanish. Oh, but then I have this for science. No, it's just a color and you already are mindful of what that color means. So I highly recommend it, as I think pretty much any other student here on YouTube that has planner videos has stated probably more eloquently before me. But I am once again using one of those hacked up little full boxes that I cut in my Happy Planner video, and just reutilizing it to use as a reminder. This one I specifically knew what I was going to use it for, because I was aware, due to my artful pre-planning with those post-it flags, that I had a test, and I also had a proposal due on that Friday. So Fridays are usually my easy days. Not so much this week, because I had that stuff going on, but I was able to pull through. It was no big deal. And these stickers I really love. They're really beautiful, but I just wanted to make the font a little bolder, so I went in and used the orange that I used for that class and went over the word study. So if you watch my first video, I think you can see that the tone of that video and the tone of this video is so different, and that's because I actually like planning in my personal planner. I know some feel the small size may be limiting, but to me, that's where, I don't know, I get a chance to shine, I think, because this layout is darned beautiful. And while that is like 95% attributed to this awesome Fox and Cactus kit, it's like 5% attributed to me, because yeah, if you have fun doing something, it shows. And I decided I really wanted to use that full box, the decorative full box, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So I thought, well, maybe during the week I would use it as, I don't know, like another to-do list, and use my white pen to, I don't know, write stuff down. That never came to fruition, but that's okay because it's still pretty to look at. And I put another little Pokemon couple, the smaller version, down on that page flag. And unfortunately, I kind of ripped up the page flag when I went to reposition it. And I always think it's funny that I go through such pains to reposition stickers, but when I look at the video and review it, it's like it never really moved. So what was all that work about? I should just leave it where it lays next time. And oh wow, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but it's super rainy where I am right now. So I apologize if that comes through. But I'm in Southern California, so we need it. So I will not curse its existence. And I'm using some of the deco. I feel like I always forget to use the deco that comes with kits. I'm getting better, but I always feel like it's a waste. And I put a little coffee cup there to signify that I would probably need coffee if I had to go to this meeting before work. And I probably would have, but since the meeting was canceled, I got to sleep in and roll into work in the afternoon. So that was pretty awesome. And here I'm just utilizing more of those checkbox banner things, because if you watched my previous video, I only used one, so I had nearly all of them at my disposal this time around. In deciding where to put this little piece of washi, it's the last piece of the puzzle, because now I'm pretty much done. And look at all the stuff I have left. So there is extreme value in getting this kit. And I look forward to whatever ones they release for the holidays, because they're going on my list. But now I'm just doing same old and punching it for use in my planner. And in just a second or two, we'll see how it goes. Hi guys, so here's just a follow-up. Today is Saturday, the last day that I planned out for. And as you can see, it looks kind of vastly different once everything's all planned out. I mean, to be honest, it probably looks like a hot mess to most, but honestly, this is really keeping me on track. So I had enough space here to just scroll what I did for YouTube on Sunday, since Sunday and Saturday and maybe Friday are really the only days I get to work on it. Then I checked off some homework stuff, and these are my boxes. The only reminder I got in class for that first class, and why it's in orange, was that I needed to do my online homework since I had a test on Friday. Then plans changed. I totally took a nap when I got home, so I crossed that off, but I was able to do everything else. Just down a little reminder about a card I needed to send out. I went and bought gas this day, so I'm just putting that down. Wednesday, as you'll see from the video, wasn't really that planned at all. and now it's all jam-packed with a lot of fun stuff, including baby Snorlax. Thursday, this event was canceled. Also, it was very unwise of me to use those Inkjoy pens with the MAMBI stickers because it's all smudgerific. It's not still smudgy, but it was pretty smudgy. And I couldn't like really cross it out in a way that looked pleasing to me, so I just did a really convoluted line and wrote canceled. I also added my husband's schedule to this spread, which I hadn't put in when I actually did this plan with me initially. And then I did get some information in class on Friday, or not so much Friday, just a little reminder. This is when I got some in-class information that an essay would be due on Monday based from the video notes we took in class. And then this is the stuff I did for YouTube, and this is what I still have yet to do for today, as well as that essay probably. So yeah, that is my spread. I'd hope to do something with that, but oh well. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope, I don't know, this was helpful maybe. Maybe you got some ideas. Maybe even you got some ideas of what not to do, because that's always just as helpful for me when I watch other people's plan with me's. Is not so much learning from their mistakes, but when they explain why something works for them, then I realize, oh, this is not gonna jam for me, man. So I move on. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.